Well, I am in the car park waiting for Jerry. He'll be here in just a minute, and it's going to be the first time, probably over 3 months since I've seen him. It's been a long time, so really looking forward to catching up. And the aim of today's video is to try and catch the sunset, hopefully at the top of a snowy mountain, because it's quite late now. It's after 2 o'clock, so we've intentionally set out late to try and catch the sunset. So let's see if we can get to the top in time, and yeah, we'll see you in a wee while. Oh, there's somebody phoning me now. That's Jerry, right. I'll bring you back when he's here. After some blethering and catching up, we got our bags packed and we were soon heading up the hill, chasing that sunset. Oh, right. We've decided to stop and get the micro spikes on, haven't we?
Yes.
We should maybe say hello, because it's been a wee while.
Hello.
Three months, or it's been a long time.
Yeah, life getting in the way.
It has been, hasn't it? So,
yep.
But yeah, the path, the snow's been around for a few days, and it's all compacted, so it's perfect for the micro spikes. We've got the big spikes as well.
Yeah, I got crampons in case it's icier further up, but
I've noticed there's been some good social media posts from mountaineering bodies talking about the difference between them, because these are fine on ice and compact snow, but probably worse than not having any at all on steep, snowy terrain, technical ground.
they ball up, yeah.
They ball up, yeah. So make sure you know, or you could be sliding down the hill.
The hardest thing I find about them is getting down to my feet these days.
Yeah, we'll have that issue now.
As you get older, your feet get further away.
Legs get longer.
Yeah. Now you're going to tell the folks it's an early evening ascent.
Oh yeah, you better do that. I'll come back to you in a minute. Let me just, can't multitask, Jerry.
I've just spoiled it.
Yeah, so as Jerry was saying, we're going for a sunset hike. We're hoping to get to the top for the sun going down. It depends how long it takes me to put these bloody things on my feet.
Get to the top full stop.
So we'll see. I don't know, do you want to talk a bit about the hill, Jerry?
No, I think they should watch you getting down to your feet.
I'm trying to divert.
Are we allowed to tell them what the hill is?
Yes,
I don't want to breach protocol, it's been so long.
No, I think we can tell them this once.
Yeah, so
Don't look at me.
Murray has chosen going up Ben Ledy. Ben Ledy, which is a very, very popular hill, and I suppose it's in the Trossachs region.
Is there not there's a guidebook out as well? There's a guidebook that tells you about the route.
Here we go. I hope you notice, folks, it's Murray that does that, not me. However, I prefer to take the royalties.
It's very good. It's day walks in the Trossachs, and not Loch Lomond and Trossachs National Park.
Anyway, yeah, there's the walk in that book has got the circuit up the Stank Glen, which is a nice way to do it, but because we're going up to try and get there for sunset, we decided to just go up the normal route. I think Murray had previously done a video, and we did one before we went to the High Atlas many years ago.
Of here?
We try and dig that out on Ben Ledy, but Murray also did one a while ago, and he called it the Peak of God. But a wee bit of information, I think there's a bit of debate amongst Gaelic scholars, a term which can never be applied to us, but
keep talking, diversion tactics.
The derivation of it I prefer is the hill of the long slope. I think is what it's meant to mean rather than the peak of God, but hey ho.
I think it's called the peak of it takes forever to put crampons on as you get older.
It's the peak of sciatica.
Oh my god. Right, I'm back in the room.
Hey! They're on.
I'm knackered.
The old guy beat you.
Oh my god. Right. Thanks for the diversion tactic.
Right, good. Right, enough of this waffling. Murray now has his spikes on.
There's the hill up behind us. Ben Ledy's a lovely mountain, and the route we were going up, it takes you up the side of the mountain, then up and on to the long ridge, which Jerry was referring to as the meaning of its name. And we were soon to get onto that ridge, and it was lovely. The skies were blue, but we knew there was a westerly breeze, and once we got onto the ridge, the breeze picked up. and it got a bit colder, but the views from here on in were just fantastic. Great views, as you can see here, northwards towards the Lors Range and hills like Milnan Tarmac and Ananstook and Ben Glass, and then the other way you could see over towards what I would term the Crean Larrick Hills, Stubinian and Cruachardrain and these hills. It's really rough ground from here west, right all the way over to Ben Lomond. It's a lovely area, the Trossachs. We stopped a few times to take in the views and also stopped to get an extra layer on because, as I mentioned, it was getting colder with that wind picking up. But we didn't have time in our favour. We were really wanting to get to the summit of Ben Ledi to watch the sun go down in the west. And time was ticking, so we cracked on and headed up the hill to see if we could get to the top to watch the last embers of the sun die away for the day. Oh, okay, we're almost at the top. There's Jerry behind me. I've not really done too many bits to camera because
It's been nice walking.
And I'm breathing out the backside. My hill fitness is gone. But we're next to probably the most prominent feature on Ben Ledi. We'll turn around and show people.
Quite an unusual feature for Scotland.
Yeah, do you want to tell the story, Jerry?
It's a memorial to, I believe it was, I think it was a sergeant in Crean Larrick on the mountain rescue team, and they were on a rescue on Ben Moor. I think somebody will correct me, but I'm sure it's the Ben Moor accident. And the helicopter, I think the rotor blade touched the slope, and he was killed. I'm not sure, I think it might have been 2 people killed, but anyway, the casualty they were after survived. And the interesting thing is I was coming down the road, coming down the A82 that day, coming back from climbing in the Co.
Really?
Yeah, so I remember it well.
Yeah.
So unusual to have a cross on a Scottish mountain, certainly an iron cross.
And over there is the trig point. So we'll get to the top. I think we're just going to make it just in time for the sun to go down. You can see it just dipping behind us. I
thought you were going to say just in time for a Scotch egg. I'm
having something to eat, I'm starving. Right,
hey,
let's go. Back at the summit.
Let's go.
From this prominent cross, the summit of Ben Ledi really is just a stone's throw away, and after a few moments we were reaching the summit and we were glad to get there. I tell you what, it was guy cold, that wind would cut you in two. Anyway, we got there just in time. As you can see here, we got sheltered down behind the cairn the best we could and just watched the sun die away to the west behind a bank of cloud. It was cold, but it was beautiful. Normally I would post some clips of us doing a bit to camera at the summit, and I'd love to say that I could do that, but we had a few technical issues. Namely, I forgot to press the record button. Sorry Jerry, you'll not be aware of this till seeing this, but our 2-minute bit at the top where we set the worlds to right and talked all about the new gadgets and set, basically really interesting stuff is lost forever. But we did talk a bit about the ravens who came to see us. Absolutely magnificent birds. From this footage you can't really tell how big they are, but really weren't fazed by us, and beautiful to have their company on the top of Ben Ledi. In addition to these wonderful views as the band of Venus was approaching. Anyway, seeing as I messed up the bit to camera, here's us leaving the summit and starting to head downhill. Now again, I did a bit to camera. Me and Jerry did a nice long bit to camera further down the hill, but this time it was a technical issue. The microphone wasn't working. I think I'm going to have to invest in some more. So I am going to end the video here. It's just a short one, and it's a magnificent hill. Can't recommend Ben Ledi enough. Apologies that it's not longer, but yeah, it was fantastic. We got the head torches on, and before long we made it safely back down to the hill. I think a successful trip was had. We got to the summit for sunset, and it was just great catching up with Jerry after a quarter of a year. Stay safe out there. See you next week. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the film.